what's really implied here in this discussion is how we should prescribe it. They're arguing from a utility-based system. They weren't prescribing anything, but at the same time, they're prescribing on the opposite end. What's implied is that we should just let it all hang out. You don't need a license to drive, basically. So their ultimate argument is even more indefensible than one who's at least trying to have some type of standard. Because yes, there is a subjective metric for both a person who might be a victim of that, but this is why we should have a standard. And I think
I see what you're saying.
so.
Yeah,
I had a
none of us
question
have
for
said that, by
Ghosty.
the way.
Ghosty, because I'd seen you kind of allude to it in the debate, basically that pornography is a detriment to society. That's a position you hold.
I wouldn't say it's an overall detriment. to
It's not an
society,
overall. So it's not.
maybe.
So there's nothing detrimental about it at all.
It has a lot of bad effects.
Okay,
Yeah.
so therefore
But-
that it would logically follow that it has a negative
You guys
effect
are
on
so
society.
black and
That's
white.
a net
Things
No, but I'm
bad-
just-
No, we're not.
We're not
No,
black
you're
and white. I
not.
think what the problem is that you don't.
Hold on. Let Ghosty go ahead and explain, and then James, I know you have a response to it.
I think porn has had bad consequences in certain aspects of certain people's lives.
Is that
doesn't
society or is that
mean-
just a one?
That doesn't mean that overall porn is a bad thing to society.
So let me
So
get
do you
this
think
straight.
porn has more
How many
benefits or
people
more-
does
or
porn
more
affect?
negatives?
How many people does porn affect?
Wait. No,
A
do you
lot.
think? But do you think it has a more positive impacts on people or more negative impacts on people?
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
I really don't know.
This is that
I don't
argument.
know.
It's Tio says, corn comes from societal acceptance of casual sex. LOL.
Facts.
That's literally it. That's
My
literally it.
point wasn't even that porn is more
That's
detrimental than
not even-
casual
But that's
sex,
a
by
lie.
the way.
I don't
already
believe that for
explained
one
this.
bit. You're a feminist, are you not?
Hold up.
I'll shut up.
My point-
Well, which
Are you
came
talking to
first,
me?
the chicken
Yes,
or
you,
the
Ghost,
egg?
but I'll
Go
wait.
ahead and answer, Ghosty.
No, I literally explained 5 times that my point was not that porn is more detrimental
No,
than
but answer my
casual
question
sex.
though. Are you a feminist?
Yes.
Do you believe that misogyny has a negative impact on society?
Misogyny? Yeah. of
Misogyny.
course.
Do you think that
Misogyny.
porn and the use of porn from men can have men lean more towards misogynistic traits?
Porn and it can.
Okay, then that would logically follow that the casual use and the very active porn being casual has a negative impact on society. You lost the debate.
I said I don't know where this is coming from. All I said was
It's a
that
literal logical
porn-
entailment.
porn can impact people's porn can inflict some people's minds to make them end up like crossing boundaries they don't actually want to cross, or maybe making regrettable sex decisions.
All right.
I'm not comparing which one is worse, porn or casual sex.
I didn't ask you
I'm
that.
saying
I
that
did
the
not ask
reason
you that.
people have bad and regrettable casual sex, one of the reasons comes from porn.
But Ghosty,
and
I'm
our
trying to critique your
attitude
I'm trying to
towards
critique
sex
your
in
worldview
society.
internally. If you believe that misogyny has a negative impact, then we now have to we can now quibble on how much men do you think will take a misogynistic view when it comes to the use of porn? How many
This
men?
is so speculative.
And as far as because we're trying to come to an
I
agreement.
have no
As is
idea.
her
There's
statement. Her
There's
statement is
plenty
speculative.
of non-misogynistic men who watch porn. That's
Come
a
again?
very common. There are
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
fair.
of
Well, that wasn't his
non-misogynistic
question.
men who watch porn.
I didn't ask
He's
you
saying,
if
do
there
you
were or
think-
wasn't.
he's
I'm asking you what percentage
the
you think
porn
is it.
influences the level of misogyny in men?
Yes,
He's
and
not
I said
saying-
yes, but he's trying to tell me that I'm therefore saying that porn is an overall
Well,
negative.
He's trying to draw out the logical entailment. He's taking it to the
Mhm.
logical conclusion of what you are saying.
I
That if
understand.
you okay.
So how many women? How many?
Go ahead.
How many men do you think are going to take on misogynistic views after use of porn?
I have no fucking idea, but the
8
minority.
of them.
All right, so you mean to tell me if I'm trained that it's good to basically sexualize women all the time and have an expectation that that they need to sexually relieve me, that's not misogynistic?
I don't know what that training you're talking about is
Well,
coming from.
when you watch porn, you're going
Conclusions,
to sexualize women. Is that not the case? It's
That's
it
the whole
likely
point
follows.
of that's the whole point of porn, though. That's why you step in the room.
Also,
You can look at women sexually without being misogynistic to them. You
But
can
does
have
it-
sexual
It's sexual,
desires
not-
for
not
women without
according
being
to feminism.
misogynistic.
not
That's what
according to
sexuality
feminism.
is.
Not according to feminism.
So
No,
let me
that
let
is
me
not-
so let me get
not
this
according
straight.
to
Let me get this straight. If I make sure I understand you correctly, if I'm a man and I'm constantly watching porn, it's not going to lead to me sexualizing women more the more I watch it.
When did I ever say that?
I'm asking you
Well,
a
hold
question
on,
to
hold on,
clarify.
hold
Can
on.
you
If
answer the
you're
question?
watching porn all the time, sir, then you're not actively engaging.
So I'm
with
asking
women,
Ghosty. Can I
and
get Ghosty to
therefore
answer,
not
please?
Sexualizing them. So
If so, are we? Yeah, that are we talking about an
You
average
guys are
porn
talking
watcher?
right past each other. Right.
No,
past
she's just
each
not
other
answering my
right
question you
now.
guys are covering for. So
James,
Ghosty, can you answer, can you answer the question?
Hold on, enough of the peanut gallery. James and Ghosty, please finish your thoughts to each other. I'd like to let this hash out, please.
So when you
Thanks, you
ask about all these people watching porn, are we talking about average men who watch porn, or are
Yeah,
we
let's
talking
just
about
say you're an
porn
average man
addicts?
who watches a pornographic image.
Okay.
So do you think that as opposed to a person who has never watched it, who's more likely to have an over-sexualized view of women? A person who's never watched porn or a person who has?
I don't think I could make a difference there. It might be either or.
So
You don't think
okay, so
men
how about
have
this?
natural sexualizations towards
Well,
women
yeah, I do
without
think they
porn?
do. However, I don't think that they
Okay.
have do you think that men are going to have an unrealistic expectation if they watch porn for women? An unrealistic
Yes,
expectation of women?
more likely to, yeah.
Okay, so do you think the more often you are to watch it, then therefore the more likely you are to have that unrealistic expectation?
I don't know if that's a correlate
Well, you're
between how
kind of
much porn.
practicing it.
Listen. I don't know if that's a correlate between how much porn somebody specifically watches or the specific person watching the porn.
But do you
Like
think it's at least
some people can
correlated?
watch a lot of porn and be okay. So
I didn't ask you if
I
some. I'm
don't.
saying do you at least
Yeah,
think
I'm
it's
not sure
correlated?
if there's a correlate there. I don't know. I think there's probably a lot of people who can watch a lot of porn. It doesn't affect them. Some people can watch a little bit of porn and then it affects them immediately. So I don't know if there's a correlate.
So let me get this straight.
Gaslighting
If I'm-
is next level.
Yeah, because I find that hard to believe, even from your feminist view, because if you're constantly
No.
Hold on, let him and her finish this, and then I'll boot him to the back.
if you're constantly engaging in the
I want
act
$2 back.
of watching other people have sex, therefore giving you an unrealistic expectation of sex, it would follow that the more people do that, the more are going to have an unrealistic expectation, therefore leading to a more misogynistic view, therefore having a negative impact on society.
Maybe it depends how far they take their porn. You
Well,
know
then
what I
you
mean?
may be conceded the debate, but
Like
thanks a lot,
some
Dusty.
people, I don't
I'll
think
cook you next,
all
Dusty.
people get like an